Hi, this is Nilus Mattive for Money and Markets TV. If you suspect that you've been getting ripped off by your 401k plan, you may be right. But thanks to a new Labor Department rule, you'll soon know for sure. Come this fall, 401k administrators will be required to clearly outline all their fees. You're probably already familiar with investment management fees, which cover the expenses related to the mutual funds and ETFs offered by your plan. While most of these funds are very similar in terms of performance, the expenses associated with them can vary widely. Generally, all other things being equal, lower expenses mean better investment returns. Now, there are some actively managed funds that are worth greater expenses, but they're few and far between. In addition to investment management fees, you also have to consider administrative costs. These fees are not related to the individual funds, but are charged by the companies administering your 401k. Typically large financial services firms, which are often the fund companies themselves. These types of fees can include accounting, record keeping, and legal work. It will probably come as no surprise that firms often inflate these numbers to grab more money. In fact, administrative costs could make up as much as 80 or 90% of your total fees. And the worst part is that your employer may not have a clue whether you're paying them, or how they compare to the fees charged by other plan providers. But it's not just the companies sponsoring the plans that are in the dark. Most people participating in 401k plans have no idea how much they're paying either. For example, a recent study by the AARP found that 71% of respondents believed they were not paying fees on their 401ks, and another 6% didn't know at all. However, when you get your third quarter financial statement, it should be a lot easier for you to figure out what fees you're being charged. You may not get a complete breakdown, you'll at least see expense ratios calculated for $1,000 invested in any given fund. I suggest you study those numbers carefully. Keep in mind that a typical expense ratio is around 0.8%. A low number might be 0.2% or 0.3%, and some funds charge as much as 1.4%. That means you might automatically be losing a full percentage point of your annual return just for picking one fund over another, before you even consider the performance of the fund itself. That's why, in the case of actively managed funds, you should go one step further and look at the historical performance figures for the last 5 or 10-year period. If the fund's results aren't consistently beating its benchmark by more than the costs, choose something else. Most importantly, if you see overall expense ratios that look higher than normal, let your plan sponsor, your employer, know. Because despite the fact that they should be on top of these issues, the numbers prove that oftentimes they're not. I'm Nilus Mattive for Money Markets TV. Thanks for watching.